Well, you've read the description, and you know what I got here. This is the sort of new Blackhawk ambidextrous charging handle. I'm not really sure when Blackhawk released this. I've heard about them for a while, but just seems like they're always just out of stock. So I saw these the other day. I picked this one up at Optics Planet. I think I gave like $35 free shipping for it. I was looking one for a build that I got going, and I was like, well, I'm just going to give it a try. So this is how it's packaged. I've already had it out of the package and been using it, but I just wanted to package it back up and just show you how it's packaged. So this is how it comes, and you know, as you can see, it's a ambidextrous no latch design charging handle. So it doesn't have the standard style latch like most charging handles. It's the, I believe, 7075 aluminum, which is just like mil-spec body, and then it has a polymer T-handle up here. You know, it's made in USA. There's all your stuff. No latch design, oversized polymer handle, 7075 aluminum. So yeah, this is just something different. Got some other charging handles here I'm gonna compare it to. So like I said, I've been using this thing already. I just wanted to show you how it packaged. It comes in a real nice, you know, packaging, so I thought that was nice about it. But I'm gonna crack this thing out of here, and I'll show you a little bit more about it. Alright, so here it is. So you can see probably a little bit of fine wear marks on it. I've had a new build that I just finished, and I put this charging handle in it, and I've been using it. I tried it in several other uppers just to make sure that it worked, and it was you know, I'm just going to grab this charging handle here. Now this is a Strike Industries. This is actually a charging handle that I'm a big fan of. I think for the money, this is a really great charging handle. Really like this charging handle. Never had a problem with it. But you know, this is the more traditional style latch, and that's what I wanted to show you. I mean, this is still extended, of course, but I just wanted to show you this. Well, I'll just go ahead and show you that now, so you get an idea. It's slightly more extended than the Strike. Strike has nice texture in here on both sides, so if you want to grab it, you know, the old way with 2 fingers. But this one is truly ambidextrous because you don't have that mechanical latch. Okay, so you just have this. Let's see if I can focus it. So you got a little screw there that's Loctited in. I checked that, and it was already really tight. It does have some red Loctite on it. You can see it coming around. And you just got a little leaf spring. Kind of push it there a little, and that just catches on the upper. So instead of this, where this catches and then you have to release it, you just have this leaf spring. And I put it in, and my first impressions of it were I didn't like it. It was really tight. When you would have it in the upper, when you would grab it and you make that initial pull, you know, where this, when you grab it, as soon as you put tension on it, it releases, and then you instantly just have the smooth pull of action. This, you kind of had to jump that initial pull, and then it was kind of tight. But as I worked it and you know, cycled the action numerous times over and over, and it was a brand new build, so everything on the gun was brand new. It loosened up a lot. And then I put it in some other uppers that already had, you know, some rounds through them, and then it really started to loosen up. And then I shot it and, you know, working the action and different things, and it loosened up, and it worked fine. So as far as its function, doing what it's supposed to do, it did it just fine. Got the Blackhawk logo, and like I said, it's aluminum charging handle, but all of this piece here is polymer. So I mean, it's a real heavy-duty polymer. I mean, everything these days is polymer. So that, you know, some people might not like that. That part doesn't scare me. I mean, everything's polymer. I mean, you know, handgun frames. I mean, heck, there's just a lot of good polymer stuff out there nowadays. But got the Blackhawk logo there. But anyway, you know, it's pretty nice. It's got a little bit of a raised shelf there, and you know, I'm sure it would probably help a little bit to keep the gas from coming back in your face the way this one's designed. But you know, overall, I like it. This is my first latchless charging handle, and I'll go ahead and be up front. I don't see a single problem with this. I think it's going to serve fine. It's going to stay right in the build that I put it in. But I still like some other charging handles better, and I honestly won't be buying this one again. Now, I'm going to use it. I don't have a problem with it. I'm going to continue to use it in the build just like I bought it for. But there's just some other ones that I still like a little better than this one. you know, you may get this one and this is the one you like. Hey, perfect. More power to you. I don't think you'll have a bit of problem out of this charging handle. It seems very solidly built. I mean, it just feels really tough. So I don't think you have a problem. You know, it is ambidextrous, so you can see you got nice, aggressive little cuts in it, so you can get a grip. So you're not gonna have a problem there. But anyway, that's kind of my opinion of it. I'm gonna compare it to these others a little bit more, but you know, it's just you know, it's okay. I like it, but there's just still others I like better. But you know, if you really like the design of this and you're wondering if it's going to hold up and that kind of stuff, I mean, you know, I don't have thousands and thousands of rounds with this charging handle, but I do not see any fail points. I don't really see anything wrong with it. I mean, you know, maybe that screw backs out, but I mean, heck, it's tight. It was tight out of the box. It's Loctited. I don't see that backing out. You know, and it is ambidextrous. So, I mean, for an ambidextrous charging handle, I thought $35 is pretty good. I'm not really big on ambidextrous charging handles. I am right-handed, but still, I think this is a good good thing. But let me get these other ones, and I'll compare it to a couple others. Alright, so here is the Blackhawk in the middle. This is the Strike Industries, and this is the BCM Gunfighter. So we already compared it. Well, let's just set the Strike on top. We compare it to the Strike, and you can see the difference. The way the Blackhawk is just straight, because it doesn't need this latch function to be able to pivot. And then here it is. This is compared to the BCM. So about the same. And this is the Mod 3 BCM, which is the large. And also, just a side note, if you're familiar with BCM, this is the new BCM. This is the one they've just released. They have really upgraded this charging handle. I love BCM charging handles. I've always used them. I'll just go ahead and tell you that now. This Blackhawk's good. I'm going to keep it. Strike Industries is definitely, this particular one with this latch is my second favorite. Hands down, BCM is still my favorite charging handle. Like I said, ambidextrous is not really something that I go for. I got it with this Blackhawk just to give it a try with this no latch, but I generally just like a standard charging handle, just with the beefed up with a bigger latch. But I don't have a original BCM. Well, I actually do, but I don't have it here with me. But this new BCM is a tank. This thing is just really, really robust and tough looking, and I'm digging it, and will continue to buy more of these because this is my standard kind of go-to charging handle. If you want, in my opinion, the best charging handle, I think it's the BCM. You know, these are usually around $50. I got this one for about $35, and I can usually get these Strikes for about $30. And that's roughly when I order them online, usually with shipping. So there's kind of the difference. If you can see, let me turn around here. You can kind of get a little bit of an idea. You know, I do like, one thing I don't like about the BCM, and this is no biggie, if you're going to grab it, quote unquote, in a traditional way, like this, the BCM doesn't have texturing on the right. Can you see that? There you see it's got the texture on the left side, but not the right. So it is a true right-hander charging handle as far as it's meant to be charged. You know, use it with your left hand. Where definitely this one is fully ambidextrous, has nice texturing. And even though this is not ambidextrous, they still put the texturing on that side. So if you're doing it with a traditional pull, you have something nice to pull to. You know, they're both, all three of these are made out of the 7075 aluminum. This one just has the polymer T-handle here fused together. Or I don't know, I wouldn't say fused, but I'm not exactly sure how they go about attaching this. Only this part here is polymer. All this down here is aluminum, and this is polymer. So I'm not sure how they attach that, but it seems solid. I wouldn't be scared to use it. And, you know, if you pick this charger handle up and you like it, you know, I think you'll be good to go. But let me throw it in the upper real quick, and I'll show you what it looks like in one of my uppers. All right, here it is installed. This is pretty much a complete BCM upper. Actually, not pretty much, 100%. Everything on this thing is BCM. This is my go-to rifle here, aim point, and pretty much, like I said, not pretty much. I keep saying that, but the entire upper is BCM. Little side review there. If you want a good, top quality AR-15, BCM is the way to go. I don't think there's anything out there that's really better than BCM. Long story short, here is the charger handle. And let me lay this down. and you can see how it latches there. See if I can do this. And just give it a little, it's a little tight right there, like that's kind of hard to push, but then when it goes, it goes. So now you can really see, I'm going to grab the strike. You can see the little catch there and how that normally would catch right there. Well, this having that little leaf, and I mean it's loosened up. I mean it's tight, but you see I got to push that little bit of extra effort just to get it to push loose. But man, when I first put the thing in, it was really tight. And like I said, this is actually a BCM receiver, so I have 100% faith that it is in spec in every way possible. But I installed it in several others, and it was the same, and it loosened up. Just, you know, it just needed the action to be worked, and once I worked it a little bit, and everything kind of smoothed out. I mean, all this stuff has that anodization on it, and some of that kind of has to wear off a little, and then it, you know, it smooths out a lot. So, you know, no complaint there. That's just a little note. It may be tight out of the box when you first install it, but I think you'll be fine after you install it and get some rounds to it. But anyway, that's pretty much it. That's just my opinions of it. I think it's good to go. If you're looking for a somewhat inexpensive ambidextrous charging handle, because they usually can really run you some money, then yeah, if you're looking for ambidextrous and you're kind of trying to save some money, then I think you'll be pretty good with this. You know, you go to some of those other ambidextrous charging handles, they can be, you know, 50 all the way up to $100. And you know, in the case of this one, you'll be $35 for an ambidextrous charging handle that works and seems pretty solid. That's pretty cheap. I mean, if you get into like the BCMs that are ambidextrous, because they do make it an ambidextrous BCM, and it's very nice, but man, that thing's like $90. So me, that's not something I'm concerned about. To me, my go-to is just a standard BCM with the large latch, and especially this new model that is tanked up. If it's a budget build, and let's not even call it a budget, if it's just something that, you know, this isn't really necessary, then, you know, to buy, you know, a $55 or $50 charging handle, then I'll buy this Strike Industries for like 25 or 30. I have even bought them all the way as low as $20. You know, I've never had a problem with these strikes. I have a lot of these. These, hands down, are my two favorites, and I probably have about the same amount of either of these. I'm not really sure how many I have, but, you know, I have about the same amount of each. Like I said, but if I'm going for quality, or, you know, not really looking at the price, I'm always going to go with the BCM. And if I'm looking to just save a little bit here and there where it doesn't really hurt, you know, to cut corners, something like this, you know, you don't ever need to cut corners where it matters on the important stuff. Bolt carrier groups, barrels, optics, you know, all that. But something like this, where this is still an excellent charging handle, then definitely Strike. Now, like I said, I'm not a lefty, but if you are, then this might be exactly what you're looking for. If you're looking to save a little money and still get an ambidextrous handle, you know, go for it. Let's see if I can show you how it works. I don't think I can. I'm going to show you how it works. Well, I'll grab it like this. So I'm going to grab it on the left side and see it just as easy. Let me rotate the whole thing. Just showing you that it works just as well ambidextrous. So there it is. See, I'm going to grab the left side. Perfect. So it's loosened up. Like, I mean, I feel like every time I pull this thing, it gets a little bit looser. Yeah, funny. But anyway, that's it. That's just my opinions of it. I just want to throw it out there. Probably one of the cheapest ambidextrous you're going to find that's still really good quality. So if you're looking for ambidextrous, I think you'll be happy with this. I like the idea of a no latch. I hope more companies come out with these. I know Strike Industries, the brand of this one, they have a no latch, and I'm going to probably try it in the future. It's basically this exact same charging handle, but with a no latch design like this one. So that might be good. That might be a nice something. It's about the same price point, so it might be something worth looking into. Also, if you're looking for an ambi charging handle that's not expensive, look at the Strike Industries no latch. But anyway, thanks for watching. Got a little eye candy right there. Got a CZ P10C just hanging out. That's what I've been carrying today, and yeah, just don't want to put it up because I like it so much. Anyway, thanks for watching, and if you have any questions about this charging handle, feel free to ask. If I have any problems with it, I'll update and let you know. I don't foresee anything. I think it's going to be a nice little solid charging handle. It's not going to stay in this upper like I mentioned. It's going in another upper that I built, kind of a just a basic setup, but a good one, and that's where it's going to stay. I'm going to continue to run it in that gun. I'm going to put a couple hundred rounds through it, hopefully in the next week, and if I have any problems, I'll let y'all know. But thanks for watching, and like and subscribe. See you next time.